Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah Berry, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how to make a DIY reverse tie-dye t-shirt with bleach. It's really simple and cheap, and you only need a few things to do it. First off, I recommend either using an old t-shirt or going and buying a really cheap, like $4 or $5 t-shirt at Walmart or Target. I recommend doing something either old or cheap just because it always is a little bit of trial and error the first few times you do it, figuring out what exact patterns and styles of tie-dye and bleach that you want to do on your shirt. Next, if you're messy like myself, I recommend using a pair of gloves just so that you don't get bleach all over your hands and your hands don't smell like bleach for the rest of the day. Next, you obviously need bleach. You can use normal bleach if you want, the kind that's already liquid. I actually bought these bleach crystals just because there comes with so many of them and you don't need a lot to make this mixture, so this just lasts me a lot longer. But basically all you do is you pour however much like bleach mixture you want to make. You pour the crystals into the bottom of a spray bottle or whatever you're using to pour the bleach onto the t-shirt. I use a spray bottle like this. So basically all you'll do is you'll pour the crystals into here, and then you'll fill it up with water and mix it together, and then you're going to let it sit for a little bit, and then whenever it's ready, you just are ready to spray and it's ready to go. So let's get started. We're going to go make our bleach water mixture, and then we are going to head outside. So we're going to start by pouring our bleach crystals into the spray bottle, and you want to get a decent amount in there so that the bleach really shows up on the shirt. After that, we're going to turn the faucet on and fill up the spray bottle a part of the way with water. And then when you're done with that, you're going to shake it all up. Next, we're going to take the shirt outside, and I like to lay it on a trash bag and start twisting it in a circle motion to make a spiral. When you're done, it should look something like this, and then you can start spraying your bleach mixture on. Make sure to fully soak the shirt with a lot of bleach in order to make sure that you get the best effects. This can sometimes take a few minutes, but it's always worth the extra time in the end because your shirt will look really good and a lot better the more fully saturated with bleach that it is. When we're done with this, we're going to flip it over to the other side and do the same thing over there, and then you'll be done. After you've let your shirt sit for 15 minutes, you're going to rinse it off really well, either with a hose outside or you can do it inside of your bathtub. Either way works. And then once you're done thoroughly rinsing it off, you're going to throw it into the washer and let it wash and then dry for just a normal cycle. And here is the final product, you guys. You can see that the bleach turned out the tie-dye really well. And here's the back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Alright guys, now that you have a fun new way to put a cool twist on a t-shirt, I'm now going to be talking about how the concepts behind this YouTube video that I made applies to communication theories. And the theory that I'm choosing to talk about is the social cognitive theory. And the social cognitive theory basically studies the media's influence on people's behavior. Now, in the textbook, they mainly focused on how media influences people in violent ways and how medias have effect on violence. But in my case, for this YouTube video, I'm kind of focusing on how the media influences people to learn new kind of tricks, crafts, behaviors, things like that. In today's culture, YouTube video tutorials and like YouTube video channels and influencers have become a huge thing. Everyone follows some sort of beauty influencer or DIY influencer on Instagram, and tons of people have YouTube channels where they kind of give tutorials on how to do cool, fun crafts or tricks or beauty tips or things like that. And in today's culture, a lot of people would rather learn how to do something through watching one of these famous YouTubers or influencers rather than just pulling up an instructional on Google and just kind of reading through some bullet points of how to do something. These types of YouTube videos are really fun and interactive, and the beauty influencers or the YouTube influencers that are making these videos make it seem like it's really personal and directed specifically towards the viewer, which makes it seem more interactive and personal for the people watching. and will make them much more likely to partake and try in the trends that these influencers are doing rather than just reading a simple bullet point tutorial off of some Google website. Media like this YouTube video that I did earlier influences people to try out new trends or ideas or behaviors that they may not have thought to try otherwise had they not been watching this influencer's content on YouTube or Instagram, wherever it may be. One main assumption of the social cognitive theory is one's ability to self-reflect. And this is very evident in these types of videos like the one I just did. People will watch the famous YouTubers or influencers that they follow, and then they'll think to themselves like, okay, I think I could do that. And then they'll go and try it out on their own. Like, for instance, if someone was watching my channel and they saw me make the bleach tie-dye t-shirt like I did, they could see that and they would think, okay, like, that seemed fun and like she had fun with it and did a cool little craft. Like, I think I could do that. I know I've personally done that with influencers that I've watched. I've watched like beauty influencers and like, okay, like I'm going to try out using this kind of makeup. Or I've watched a YouTuber do a cool craft and been like, oh, okay, like that seems fun. Like they did it. That seems like something I could do. And that assumption, just like people's ability to self-reflect from the social cognitive theory, is really apparent in these type of YouTube influencer videos, especially the ones like the one I did where they're doing DIY crafts and tutorials. So yeah, thank you for tuning in.